Welcome to the Badger Sports Report. I'm Ryan Wing, filling in for Matt Lepay. The Badgers closed out the regular season portion of their schedule this week on the road against the Minnesota Golden Gophers. We'll have highlights and reaction from their Saturday tilt in the battle for Paul Bunyan's axe, plus our senior salute, defensive lineman Chikwe Obasih, back after missing the majority of the season. He is filling in admirably on that defensive line, plus our weekly sit-down with Coach Paul Chryst. We'll talk about what it's like day-to-day leading up to the game. All that and much more on this week's Badger Sports Report.
Jonathan Taylor, the running back. A.J. Taylor is tight to the left on first down. Hornibrook again. Rolls off to his left. He throws it deep to the right, and that is caught inside the 10-yard line. Rolling to the turf near the 5. They'll mark at the 6 is A.J. Taylor of Wisconsin. Alec Ingold, wing left, motions to the right. Hornibrook, little play fake, drifting to his left, throws to his left. Golly, the catch. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Hornibrook on 3rd and goal from inches away, flips it to the tight end for the first points of the afternoon. Ramish, wing on the right. And the give goes to Ramish, little misdirection, running left to the 45, to the 50, to the 45-40, 35-30, Ramish to the 20, and finally brought down by Jacob Huff near the 15-yard line. He'll take the shotgun snap, option to the right, the toss to Rodney Smith behind the line of scrimmage, and he is roped down by T.J. Edwards at the 23-yard line. Croft under center, Smith wide left, motions right, play fake, Demery Croft under heavy pressure, and he is sacked by Ryan Conley. Three receivers left, one on the right. Here's the handoff. Chris Gaines running left to the 30, 35-yard line to the 40, 45-yard line to the 50. Outside the numbers, running left across the 45. Antonio Chenault chops down Chris James at the 42-yard line of Minnesota. First and 10 for the Minnesota 32. Snap to Hornibrook, gives to Groshek, running left, 30, 25-20. Groshek to the 15, to the 10, and inside the 10-yard line. Brought down by Kunle Ayende at the 5 of Minnesota. Ramish and James, the backfield combo, play fake, Hornibrook. Looking, floats it right side, end zone. Kyle Peniston pulls it down. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Back line of the end zone. Kyle Peniston, the tight end, with the score, and it's 16-0, Wisconsin.
Really proud of this team today and what they did this week. It means a lot to win this game and to leave the field with the axe. And I thought our seniors, upperclassmen, did a great job of leading the way during the week of preparation and making sure everyone understood the importance of this game. And I thought it was a really good team effort. A lot of guys made plays, and it enabled us to win. And that's awfully thankful for that.
Croft under his center now. McCrary is the running back. Smith wide right, motions left. Here's a toss. Kobe McCrary, and playing it perfectly is Garrett Dooley, and he'll get him with some help. 2nd and 12 for the Gophers. Croft back to throw, looking, has time. Now the pocket closes. Now he is down. Another sack for Ryan Conley. On first down, Hornibrook drops to throw, looking. He's going to throw it deep to the left. He wants Pryor, and it is caught inside the 15. They'll mark at the 11-yard line of Minnesota. Shotgun snap, Hornibrook. Looking, throws over the middle. That's caught. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Danny Davis on the receiving end of that Alex Hornibrook fastball. And it's 23-0, Wisconsin. Croft clapping his hands, calls for the ball, takes the snap, option to the right. He'll keep it, and he'll get drilled. Ryan Conley again behind the line of scrimmage, gets Demery Croft. 3rd down and 10, Gophers at their own 35. Here's the option to the left. Toss to McCrary, no chance. T.J. Edwards drops Kobe McCrary back at the 31-yard line. That's a loss of 4. Hornibrook in the shotgun as Taylor to his left. He'll give it to Taylor, running right to the 50, 45-40. Taylor 35-30, still up, down the sideline. Taylor the 10, Taylor the 5, touchdown, Jonathan Taylor. 53 yards, and it's 30-0, Wisconsin.
That's history right there. Something that's never been done. We're proud of that. But like you said, there's still more to be had. And really, it's just another week, and that's the only way to approach it. But we definitely understand what we've done to this point. It's been historic.
Handoff goes to Shaw, straight ahead to the 30, 25-20, he's gone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And he's taken down by Ryan Conley. Fires to the right to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Sending 4, and one of them comes in scot-free. And there is a big, big win for the Wisconsin Badgers.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by Zimbrick European, by UW Health, UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org.
Most people don't know that UW Health and the University of Wisconsin are national leaders in the field of kidney transplant. They provide new life for those who will likely die without a transplant, and they assure a normal life for those who donate. I would know. I donated a kidney, and together, we saved a life.
UW Health. Remarkable.
Ready, Tim?
Let's do this. Was that Mike? That's Harry. The car stopped for me.
And that's automatic emergency braking.
The Nissan Rogue family. Take on today.
Bottom line, they still can't touch you.
I'll take it.
Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
Wisconsin, Mahindra's inventory clearance sale is going on now. We're reducing prices like never before on the toughest tractors on earth. Like a Mahindra E-Max 22 as low as $99 a month. Or get up to $8,100 in cash back and savings. Plus, Mahindra's 7-year limited powertrain warranty comes standard. So find your dealer at WisconsinMahindraDealers.com.
My salesperson is Joe Santowski, and from the moment I first walked through the doors here and he extended his hand to greet me, it's been the best relationship since then. He knows this brand and cars in general so well that I trusted him from the moment I met him. He was obviously so interested in exactly what I was looking for, what I wanted, but let me explore on my own.
He was super sharp, you know, didn't think twice about stuff, and I think we did a good job of protecting him for the most part. And that stuff goes hand in hand. If he's clean, he's going to make good decisions. Everything should be clean. And if he's not, stuff isn't going to go the way we want it to. So he was sharp, he was on, and then I think we helped with protection.
I thought Alex was really good. I thought he was seeing the field well and gave guys a chance to make plays. And I think, you know, for the most part, protection was really good. And I thought he was on today.
It was fun. It was a fun win, and it was great to get that win for the seniors and you know, everyone in the program. That's a big game. We had a great game plan coming in, and then everyone was executing. Whether it was the O-line, they gave me a lot of time today. They did a good job. Then the receivers making plays for me. Everybody was kind of on the same page.
He was really locked in. As you can see, he had a great game, and you know, it was like that during the week in practice too. So you know, he had a great week in practice, and you know, it fell into the game, and you know, we just got to keep that going, and he would.
Super proud of this team. You know, it's been a great year, and you know that's why you come to Wisconsin. Is you know, it's a great tradition here, and you know that your potential can be whatever you want it to be. So super proud of this team. This year's been awesome. We still got a long ways to go.
We got such a great group of guys in that locker room. You know, it's easy to focus on each week to week. You know, it was X week. Everybody loves X week. Looking forward to it, and you know, we're going to carry that forward. You know, everybody, you know, 12-0, but all our goals are still in front of us. So. You know, we're going to still play with that chip on our shoulder and get ready for this weekend.
We definitely came in this season, you know, just ready to work each and every week, you know, trying to be 1-0. And, you know, doing that has got us where we are now. And, you know, it's definitely a special thing that we're building here. And, you know, being as though it hasn't been done in over 100 years, you know, it's a special thing.
When the first quarter started? Yeah, I felt confident before the game. I knew we was going to win. You know, put in that work and
we put in work all in practice all week and stuff. So I was pretty confident in our preparation. So I felt like we can win from the beginning.
And our defense, they've had practice at it. They rise up and that they took the field with a great approach. And then when a play like that happens, I think it just adds to it.
It's a great feeling, and to be able to come out with a W in Minnesota, last time we'll be playing here, it's pretty special. But I think the biggest thing is we know that, just because we have 12-0 doesn't mean we're a lock for anything right now. We still have to win the next game and the game after that to get to our ultimate goal. So I think that's the biggest thing.
I just think we had a clean game plan, and our offense did a good job of controlling the ball for most of the game, so it makes our job a whole lot easier. And the guys just came out and executed. We knew that they're a really good team, and if we didn't come out and do those things, it would hurt us. So I just thought we were sound today.
It was just special to be out there with all my best friends. And, it's kind of like our year to do our thing and then make our mark on it. So it wasn't really so much about the acts, but just being out there with my best friends, like I said.
This is Lexi Rush. She's 10, and she's amazing. You see, Lexi was born deaf and couldn't hear anything. That was until her doctor in Appleton referred her to the pediatric specialists at UW Health in Madison. Now, 2 operations later, Lexi can hear everything. Powerful minds, compassionate care, amazing results. UW Health, remarkable.
As the Wisconsin Badgers, they've been carving a little history week by week, and here today they will complete the first unbeaten regular season since 1912. The Badgers 12-0, winners, undisputed champions of the West, and they will head to Indianapolis with an undefeated record, and they keep the axe for the 14th straight year.
For the 5th time in the last 7 years, the Wisconsin Badgers heading to Indianapolis for the Big Ten championship game. You guys get to go back after falling just short last year. How much do you think that experience helps your squad?
Well, I think certainly it's a different team, and yet those who played in it, there's nothing like experience and understanding, even just what it's like for that one more week of practice and preparation and being in that moment. A lot of what they ask us to do is different than maybe a bowl game where you go a number of days in advance. So it's similar that way. But I think hopefully there's a freshness to it. You don't ever want to take for granted. Some will be their 3rd one, I believe, that they played in, and yet it's a different team and a different opponent. So you just want guys to be in that moment and do everything they can in preparation so they can maximize the opportunity that we have.
Speaking of practice and preparation, I'm going to guess you're going to treat it just like any other week. How do you approach each week? When does the week start for Ohio State?
Well, it starts every week. It starts, the day after the game, and there's a time where the coaches will watch what happened, and if not, the night of the game, and then we'll start planning for the opponent. So it's understanding, kind of who and what the opponent does, and then Monday, if it's a Saturday game, Monday we'll introduce that plan to the players. And then Tuesday and Wednesday are kind of the heavier work days. Thursday's a day where you kind of put it all together, and then Friday you polish it up and you get to go play the game on Saturday.
Is it kind of a collaboration between all the coaches to figure out how the plan's going to come together?
Absolutely. So each coach has a certain part of the game plan that they're responsible for. Maybe take the lead on and present to the rest of the group, and then the coordinators will make the final decisions on what defenses we're going to play, what blitzes, what runs are we going to run, what passes. And then even during the week, Tuesday we kind of focus on normal down and distance, your first down, your second down, introduce some third down then, and then on Wednesday do a little bit more on your third down and introduce the red zone. And then Thursday you kind of put all those together, and then Friday, like I said, it's kind of that finish up polish day. So every day has meaning to it, and there's kind of a rhythm so the players know what to expect, and you're not just putting like the whole plan in on one day, so they can kind of digest it, work through it. You have meetings afterwards to clean that up, and then you start on the next phase. So it's a fun rhythm to it. The days are long, but the weeks go fast.
I know you mentioned before you often see the players in on Sundays. It seems like they take a lot of initiative in getting in right away and getting a jump on the next opponent.
They do, and you know, a lot of them will come in and kind of get a lift and a stretch and a roll just to kind of get the game out of their system, and a lot of them will come up and, you know, what'd you think on this? That they all have now the capability to watch the game. You know, they've all got an iPad and they can watch the game. So they've watched the game. Now they just maybe want to get some of the coaching points, and I think you want to kind of flush the game out of your system, and then usually Sunday night, you know, they will watch the opponent and starting to get a feel for when they introduce the plan, they got an idea why we're doing what we're doing.
How much do you think the technology with the iPads has helped your team in just advancing, being able to scout in the next opponent?
I think, you know, I can go as far back when it was film, and, you know, that every play from the whole season or from seasons before are so readily accessible. And yet I don't think you still need that human interaction, and I love that, and that's the best part for us coaching, is being with the players and understanding. So technology certainly made it more convenient and everything's more accessible, but I think there still is a huge value in the player-coach interaction together.
You guys have implemented morning practices this year. How do you think that has changed, helped your team?
You know, it's certainly different. The last couple of years we'd gone mornings in spring football practice, but not in the fall. And really what started it was we had about, I think it was 8 or 9 players that were going to be starters that had a class conflict to where they'd missed the whole practice. And so you want all your players at practice, and looking at the class schedules, they're able to get all the classes that they needed, and I've liked it. And I think that, you know, the players have done a great job of adjusting to it, you know, early and going with it. And there's, you know, certainly a lot of feedback, and you know, they're going, kind of gets up and they get going. And, you know, I remember as a player, you know, a lot of your anxiety was about practice. So if you could get that done during the day, and it's your most physical part of the day, if you can kind of get that when you're fresh, and then you've got the whole day to kind of focus on the school. You know, a lot of guys have said they feel like it's helped them in their schoolwork, and I think it's been a good rhythm for us. So it's been good, because I don't know if there's anything magical about it, but the players have embraced it, and I think we've got a good plan, and so you appreciate all that goes into that.
Again, Badgers heading back to Indianapolis to face Ohio State in the Big Ten title game this coming week. We'll be back, have more with the Great Dane Great Question of the Week with Coach Chryst.
Ready, Tim?
Let's do this. Was that Mike? That's Harry. The car stopped for me.
And that's automatic emergency braking.
The Nissan Rogue family. Take on today.
Bottom line, they still can't touch you.
I'll take it.
Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
My salesperson is Joe Santowski, and from the moment I first walked through the doors here and he extended his hand to greet me, it's been the best relationship since then. He knows this brand and cars in general so well that I trusted him from the moment I met him. He was obviously so interested in exactly what I was looking for, what I wanted, but let me explore on my own.
This is Lexi Rush. She's 10, and she's amazing. You see, Lexi was born deaf and couldn't hear anything. That was until her doctor in Appleton referred her to the pediatric specialists at UW Health in Madison. Now, 2 operations later, Lexi can hear everything. Powerful minds, compassionate care, amazing results. UW Health. Remarkable.
Senior Salute is brought to you by UW Health, a cornerstone partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Our group of seniors have put in a lot of work, and since a lot of us are playing early on, it's going to mean a lot. And just to finish it out right and make something memorable of the 100th year at Camp Randall.
Leitner in the gun, takes the snap, back to throw. Badgers bringing pressure. Leitner under pressure, flags are down. Leitner is down. Chikwe Obasih hits to Mitch Leitner.
Is there one play or one game that sticks out to you above the rest?
Just playing with my brothers, man. I mean, it's going to be sad when it's all done and said, but these guys and what we've done here is really special. We've just put in a lot of hard work, the three of us, and then we've added people, Olive, Billy Hirschfield, Garrett Rand, Isaiah, a couple guys have gone and left, but it's been a special group of guys, and then just make sure we go out right and just leaving a legacy for them, and hopefully they top it.
Bailey out of the shotgun, makes the handoff to Church, under pressure, and he is sacked inside the 40-yard line. Chikwe Obasih.
Wearing the Motion W, the Cardinal in white, what has that meant to you, especially coming from the state?
Just a lot of pride, making people back home, proud of what you've done and how you've represented the state, and just be good examples for the young guys coming up.
You get another quality veteran that's played in big moments, is not going to be surprised by anything, and just plays the game the right way. And anytime you can add depth up front it's huge for our guys, and it's been very nice having him back, and we'll continue to get healthy throughout the course of this year.
Seniors above us, and there's guys who've laid great examples down. Just trying to be a good role model in terms of if you get hurt and it's a special season, don't feel sorry for yourself. Don't be selfish and make it about yourself. Make it about you trying to get back to help the team in any way you can, whatever capacity it may be, and just making sure that they see that you're working and not just slacking while you're hurt.
My salesperson is Joe Santowski, and from the moment I first walked through the doors here and he extended his hand to greet me, it's been the best relationship since then. He knows this brand and cars in general so well that I trusted him from the moment I met him. He was obviously so interested in exactly what I was looking for, what I wanted, but let me explore on my own.
Wisconsin, Mahindra's inventory clearance sale is going on now. We're reducing prices like never before on the toughest tractors on earth. Like a Mahindra E-Max 22 as low as $99 a month. Or get up to $8,100 in cash back and savings. Plus, Mahindra's 7-year limited powertrain warranty comes standard. So find your dealer at WisconsinMahindraDealers.com.
This is what collaboration looks like. This is what happens when a cardiologist in Appleton works step in step with specialists at UW Health in Madison. You see, when Terry's condition required a second opinion, his doctor turned to the cardiothoracic team at UW Health. Together, we made sure Terry got the care and the heart transplant he needed. Powerful minds, compassionate care, amazing results. UW Health, remarkable.
Ready, Tim?
Let's do this. Was that Mike? That's Harry. The car stopped for me.
And that's automatic emergency braking.
The Nissan Rogue family. Take on today.
Bottom line, they still can't touch you.
I'll take it.
Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by Hy-Vee. Where there's a helpful smile in every aisle, Hy-Vee proudly supports the Wisconsin Badgers. By UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org.
Time for our Great Dane Great Question of the Week. This week comes from Dwayne up in Wausau. You guys have about 3 different times you can play each week. Obviously 11 o'clock, 2:30, or a night game. How do you guys adapt to those different times that you could play?
Well, I think once the game time is set, you back up off of that, and so we'll have a walkthrough. I think it's about 4 hours before kickoff. And then after the walkthrough, we'll have our pregame meal, followed by our last team meeting. And then we get to the stadium about 2.5 hours before. So if it's a night game, you don't start that walkthrough till in the afternoon. So what we'll try to do is we'll get them up for a night game. We'll get them up at probably 10, 10:30, 11 o'clock, depending on kind of what time zone you're on, and if it's a 7 or an 8 o'clock game. And you want to get them moving. And then usually we go over to the stadium and have a little recess time just to get them moving, come back, and then once we start the walkthrough, that's kind of we're on that. So if it's 11 o'clock game, that walkthrough is at 7. And so I think you have a routine from when the time of the game kickoff to when you get to the stadium, to when you have a pregame meal, to when you kind of have your walkthroughs and meetings, so you just adjust accordingly.
Dwayne, thank you for your Great Dane Great Question of the Week. And remember, there is Great Dane up near you in Wausau, and then 4 here in Madison, Eastside, downtown, Fitchburg, and Hilldale. One more show with Coach Chryst following the Big Ten title game, and then we turn our attention to basketball and then whatever bowl game the Badgers will play. Thanks for watching.
Honoring all-around excellence in men's and women's collegiate competition. Every division, every sport, the Learfield Directors Cup. The prestigious award continues its reign as the crowning achievement in college athletics. To follow your favorite team, like us on Facebook, find us online and on Twitter. The Learfield Directors Cup.
Most people don't know that UW Health and the University of Wisconsin are national leaders in the field of kidney transplant. They provide new life for those who will likely die without a transplant, and they assure a normal life for those who donate. I would know. I donated a kidney, and together, we saved a life.
UW Health. Remarkable.
A pulse, felt by one, sends a ripple, felt by some. A shiver, felt by many, until it amplifies, magnifies into a tremor that electrifies. Badgers everywhere, moving as one, tilting